Good day, Formula One fans. I hope you are doing absolutely fantastic. Big news today. Red Bull finally presented us their new RB16 with a shakedown at the Silverstone circuit. So as expected, the car is mostly an evolution of the 2019 car. Once again, the general design promotes a higher rake car, but it's potentially generating a lot of downforce in the front, but make it less robust overall. This has always been a trend at Red Bull, and it has always made them very different from the competitors, especially if you look at Ferrari and Mercedes. But we can also spot a few differences on that new car. Let's start by looking at the nose, which is mostly where those changes occurs. Right up front, if you look at the very tip of the front wing, you can see little openings in the front that are inspired a little bit by those little kind of nostrils that the Ferrari had in 2019. And also on top of the car, the air entries on top of the nose seems to have changed a little bit. So will this benefit the Red Bull? We will find out soon enough. The barge board currently look fairly simple. It is feasible to think that they might be hiding their cards here and that they will come up with a lot of improvements. We have to think that it's the beginning of the season and that Red Bull historically had always been very good aerodynamically, so they probably want to hide what they're doing there. And actually, the back of the car did not change much, fairly similar, only a few little tweaks here and there, including something near the exhaust. And even the rear wing, even though it looks quite simple right now, just like it looked last year, we can expect to see a lot of change there because last year they played a lot with their rear wing to try to find good settings. So we will have to observe that and see what happens during the season. And this season is really important for Red Bull and for Honda. With the 2021 revolution coming, it is important that the team and Honda, especially Honda, delivers a good, competitive and reliable engine that can make at least 6 or 7 Grand Prix on a regular basis, so that Red Bull avoids unnecessary penalties. And it is important also because the card will all be reshuffled next year with the new rules. If Honda can come up with a good engine, while the engine rules will not change so much, but the car design will. If they have a good engine, then it gives them an edge a little bit over the competition, maybe, considering that Adrian Newey has always been good in designing cars, so he could surprise us again next year. We never know. For Red Bull themselves, this year is an opportunity to build on what they had at the end of last season, which is a car that was able to compete with Ferrari and Mercedes, not only on circuits that suits them, but at the very end, even on circuits that we were not expecting them to be that good. So we have to keep that in mind. If they can close up the gap even more this year, that would give us a very entertaining championship. It is probably too early to talk about a chance of winning a championship, but if they can make it to the fight for second place, maybe, that would be very, very, very interesting. The two drivers, Verstappen and Albon, they also have to keep going on their streak. Verstappen, obviously one of the best drivers of this new generation, in par with Charles Leclerc, and maybe he's even better than Lewis Hamilton right now, has to keep delivering the merchandise. And Alex Albon this year, it will be a very big test for him. He's starting from the beginning of the season at Red Bull, can he compete from time to time with Verstappen and not just being always the sixth driver on the grid behind the two Mercedes, the two Ferraris, and Verstappen? Can he compete in qualifying? Can he compete during the race for podiums, maybe even for wins? He's a very talented young driver, Alexander Albon, and he has to prove this year that this talent will not go to waste, that he's not doomed to be a good second driver. It's a big opportunity here, so good luck to him. And we will find out more next week when all the cars go to Barcelona for the winter testing. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you think about the new RB16. And I hope to see you again soon. And please take care. Thank you for the support. Goodbye.